Hello everyone and welcome back to techystack channel. So today we'll try to explore one more new topic. So this is related to the assets. So basically assets are storing into the orchestrator side. So we are fetching that asset and again you're storing in some variable. So basically if you have one asset, just assume that in a project I have one asset. So directly you can use one thing. But if you have multiple things, so how we are storing? So we are saving into some Excel file after that you are using. And similar way, if you have one credential asset, just assume that, so we can just take one it. But if you have multiple things, how we can store that in the dictionary? So these two type of assets, so how we can store into the one dictionary? So already when you go to this RE framework, so already it's that's configured. But let me show that one thing here. So when I go to initialization here, and this is our initial all settings. When you check here, so I have the credentials, assets, credentials. So basically, we have only the assets, but RE framework it don't have this for the credentials. Let me open the another one. So that is which I created earlier. So let me go to another RE framework. So just I'm taking from this RE framework. So in this RE framework, so it's have only the part of the one thing. But if you want to fetch all the things into one dictionary, so it's not right now. That specification is not available here. So we'll try to export that things. So before moving that, so just I will show that. Okay, all hands on show. Let me open the seventh one. Maybe okay, this also have worked. So okay, we'll move into the sixth one. So just I will show that what it says exactly having the RE framework and how we can put all the things in together. I don't know why it's creating some nuisance here. Let me take one. Okay, in one maybe I have not worked anything. So please bear with for this video. So having something here different. Um, okay, let me go to this inside of this workflow. And now we can see this. So only we are having for the assets. Just assume that we have assets, only one asset it's fine, one credential spend, but if you have multiple assets and multiple credentials, how we can manage those things? So that thing I'm telling you. So let me go to this input file. I need this config file now. So let me take that config file from here. So this config file I will place into my this location. Let me go this location as well. Okay, here I will paste data. Where is this input? Okay, and I update this config. So let me copy this config file path, and I will declare each and everything dictionaries and assets, credentials. Will declare all the things. So first of all, I will take read range activity. I mean the read range workbook. So let me pass this. And sheets, as of now, I will give this empty. Later, I can process which sheet I need. Okay. So let me create one assign activity. So let me drag and drop. And this one, I will make it as sheet names. Okay. Let's save it. And I will go inside. I will make this a list. So let me go to this config sheet. I will create two sheets. Okay, already having that. So just as of now, temporary purpose, I'm deleting this sheet. Okay, if in case in real time it's available also, it's not a problem. So let me delete and I will create one more thing which is the credentials. Credentials. Let me copy these two things and I will update the array here, comma. I'm taking this thing. Okay, just assume that I have the two sheets. So this is fine. This is error because the variable type should be the array of string. Let me take. So now this declaration has been done. So now I want to look for all the sheets. So I'm taking for each row. Let me take this for each row, and I will update here sheet names. I will put this inside of this here, and I take this current row of 0.string. Sorry, current item. That's it. And here I will make this one data table. So DT, or you can keep it temporarily. Anything is fine. So now this is done. So I will go here assets. Let me copy the same thing and I will update the credentials as well. So so now this is done. So let me create one credentials as well. I'm moving to the orchestrator. So let me create here some credentials as well. So already I have the one asset now. I will create two assets. Why it's happening? Okay. Why it's not logging? Let me retry one more time. Okay, continue with this thing. What is happening? Okay, anyway, it's logged. Now I'm moving to the orchestrator. So next I will go to these assets. Already I have these things. Okay, credentials are also available. So I will just create one more credentials. Let me add this just to credentials. Okay, and I will make this as credentials. Username is check, and I will create the password as. I create the password as well. So now I have the two credentials and two assets. So let me take this test asset and I will update here. And forget about this folder. So anyway, I have the single folder, so I don't want to that. And I'm updating this username as well. Okay, these two things is done, and similarly, I need to do for the credentials as well. So let me take these credentials and similar for the test credentials. Is this happen? It should not be like this format. So let me format it. Okay, now done. So I have two credentials and two assets. So similar way, if you go to real time, we have the 10, 15, 20 like that we are getting assets and credentials. So we have multiple logins, then we will get this multiple credentials in real time. So now this is done. So next we want to loop the each every sheet. So this has been done. Next we need to loop for each row in data table, and here I will make it as dt and just check here one if condition. If check this current item is equals to, so we have the two sheets name. If it is asset, then we need to do one set of things. If it is credentials, do need to do another set of the things. So as of now, we have the only two things. So I will go like that only. So what we need to do for assets? So take get asset. Okay. So folder, this is fine. Let it be. I don't want any folder, or you can make it a standard. So as of now, my folder is test here. So when I go check, okay, this is my workspace. I will take this my workspace itself. So let me take this. This is the my workspace and asset name. So asset name we are getting from the current row from this asset name. So this is the asset. You can take this one also fine or this one. Anything is fine. So now I will take this current row of 1.2 string. Current row of why it's not passing this thing. So when I go on check, okay, I'm getting like this. When I can manage system, it moving inside. So let me go to here and I will check. So current row of 1.2 string. So I have passed this data here. Now this is fine. So whatever we are getting that asset, it will storing here, and later the asset output variable now. So I make it as temp asset. This is done. So next, everything we need to pass into dictionary. So if you want to declare the dictionary, so take one assign activity. I'm keeping on the top side, and I will make this as DACD is nothing but a dictionary. Okay, already I have created. So let me take the dictionary, and here we need to declare it. So if you not declare it, so then it will get create some problem, and we are getting that error. So dictionary we can create with new dictionary of string comma object. If you want, you can go with the string comma string or object comma object. So as of now, I'm going with this string comma object. So this is done. So next, copy this text and go to this for each activity here. So we need to declare now. So just copy this as an activity and paste it here. So dictionary has a combination of keys and values. So here, what is my key? So my key is dictionary of current row of 0.2 string equals to this data you need to update. So let me take this temp asset. Okay, go inside and update this. So whatever have the temp asset data, it directly value, and this is the key. So it will compare that and it will update the data into the dictionary. This is done. So next we have this else condition. So else condition, if you want, you can check this again. Current row is equals to credentials or not. So as per our conditions, I'm not checking this directly. I'm using. So get credentials, get credentials. So I taken this get credentials as well. So here also the same thing. I will make this workspace itself and the asset name. So asset name I will take this. So let me click on this plus icon and I update it. Okay, now I will go here and I will change this. Okay, here I have the username and password. So let me create user name is okay, username and password. I will make this password. Okay, password. So here, if you want to change that password, already I have that small query. As of now, I forget. Let me take that small query. Where it is. So whatever you are getting that secure string, na, so just we are converting into the as a text, normal text. So here having that thing, let me take import details. Pay this one. So sometimes it might be chance to get forget. So try to remember it. So let me, I'm taking one more assign activity. So here, whatever you got the text, so just I'm converting into the, I mean, what to say that secure string. So secure string, we are converting into the normal text. So here, just make this as variable now. So here, make it as password. Okay, and here I will make create as final password. Okay, this is done. So here we need to again assign the activity to the dictionary. So dictionary of current row of 0.2 string. Na? So this is fine. Anyway, we got that particular data and the temp set should be replaced with by this one. Okay, here I need to modify one small thing. So here I don't want to use this current row of 0.2 string. So here I want to use this dictionary of username. So let me take username. So in that username only I am storing that password. Na? So in that username, when I update that username, I will get irrespective of the password. So let me run and downside I will make one message box just for checking purpose. Let me add this message box here. I will make this as check and I will put breakpoint as well here. So let me run and we'll check. So will get as expected or not. It will be throw any errors or so let me run this. Okay, it's got something wrong. Let me check current row of 1.2. Okay, current row of 1.2 string it's having. Yes, where it's coming is okay. So here I did one small mistake. So this is not to the current item. This should be the current row. So let me replace this things current row and let me check the downside as well. This is fine. So downside, this is fine. We'll run again. So immediate window, if you get any errors, so directly go and check on the immediate window. So we'll get some idea how we can handle what type of error you are getting and how we can handle some little bit idea. We'll get that. So if you not check that immediate window, trying to resolve, it's a bit difficult and it's a bit tricky to understand everything. So better check here. So now I will enter this dictionary. So dictionary, I have this test asset username and this is the password. Okay, but let me check. We got this assets is the test asset and username is techystack. But what about the other? So basically we given two things now, but we got only the one thing. So let me check that input config. Let me open this. Okay, I got this test credentials. Let's understand. We have this test asset. So the test asset is defined and username. Let me check username asset is available or not. So username asset also is available. So username having extract. So these two things are done. But whatever is related to this one now, second loop. So second loop it's not appeared. We'll check why it's not appeared. So let me close this Excel file again. I will put the breakpoint here. So we want to understand now why it's not getting for the second thing. Not sure whether it's moving or not. We'll wait and we'll check that. So this is for the first attempt. It will run. Okay, let me check for DT. So how many rows are there? So we have two things. This is perfect. Okay, and this is also done. It needs to go to on the top. Let me check the credentials also is there. So now let me run this. Okay, why it's not looking for the all the sheets? Okay, sheet name asset is a credential user. Why it's not looking for the both? So this is something which is very weird. We need to go into deep level of debugging. So we have the sheets. Under that sheets, it needs to be go one by one thing. Okay, now let me check here current item. Okay, current item is assets. It's fine. Let me stop. Leave this breakpoint. It should come back. Okay. Something is missing here. Okay, this loop is for the data table. This is fine. Okay, let me run this. It should go on the top side. Okay, now this is related to credentials. Okay, it's coming. Oh, why it should get error? It should not current row of item. Okay, of to string. Okay, here also the same thing I mistaked. But when you run earlier, it's not get any error. Sometimes it will happens. Mm, Current row of 0 or 1, anything is fine. So now let me run this and type. Okay, previous also I kept that message box. Now basically that message box should be keep outside of that entire activity. But I put this here. Okay, let me move this one outside. So this is a mistake from the coding part side. So what we did now, so just we declared the sheet names as a list and dictionary we created. So in the dictionary, so we want to store both whatever the data is there now. So I will get assets or I will get credentials, whatever the data is coming. So I want to just pass it to the dictionaries. The same thing which we have developed till now. We'll run one time and we'll check it. Let me run this and okay, still there isn't some error. Current row of 0.2 string. Let me check. Current row of 0.2. Okay, test credentials is there. So why it's throwing this error? Could not find the asset text credential, asset name, test credentials. Same thing is available, not here. When I check here, test credential is available. But why it's throwing this error? Let me stop this and I will remove this. Just I will check this. Manage. Just I will give test credentials whether it is working or having some really issue. So we need to check that. So sometimes if you have some versions or some other things also, it might be the issue. But this is the latest one. Which is the upgraded one. So previously there is no issue. Okay, now it's run. Okay, now we need to check why this is causing the error. So let me check here dictionary first thing. So now when you check here, so we got the three things. But why here current row of 0.2 string is not working? So we'll check this one. So what I will, so just I will create one variable here just for testing purpose. Maybe sometimes it won't work. Hmm, Let me um, so here I will use this current row of 0.2 string and I will pass this one. So basically, this error should not be occurred, but not sure why this is occurring here. So now we'll check. So still, if it is getting error, the same error could not find the asset test credentials. Error 1002 asset name. So when you are giving the name, as of now, I have the name, so I will give it. So when you give in a passing like a credit, I mean, as an activity or a variable, it's throwing this error. So what is the exact reason of this throwing? Hmm, okay, let me investigate on this. I have checked here, so I will show this error. What is that error means? So let me go to these assets here. So initially, what I did now, so directly I copy from here. Just I pasted here. So when I pasted like that, that time the data looks like this. It's having some extra space like this. So that's why it's caused error. So I rectified that. So now we'll try to run this bot end to end and we'll see what the data it will come. So running the final time. So this time it will work. So I have already checked. So there is no issues at all. Let me run. Okay, now let me delete this text. So I have the variable which we call text. So if I say text of, so what I want, so I want this sticky test asset. So in the test asset, what the data is stored, so it will just from the test dot to. So in the test asset, what type of data we have? So let go here, test asset. So I have this Pawan. And similar way, we have this username. So under the username, what type of password is available? So I just check here. So under username, so let me go inside. Okay, this is also text. Fine, that's fine, no problem. Credentials. So let me check for credentials. So credentials not visible. So this is a way how we can extract this data and all the things are stored into the one particular dictionary. So these dictionaries we can use anywhere in the entire of the workflows. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more like it, make sure to hit that like button, share with your friends, subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to turn off notifications so you never miss an upload.